Start menus are used to provide your users with a list of programs that they can launch. In this video, we'll take a look at creating a start menu and the various ways that you can display a start menu to your users. In this first example here, we call this a standard menu style for displaying a start menu. And you can see that each of the various groups, when selected, starts a particular program. Another way to present this same start menu is in what we call a tree view or a tree style. And you can see here the same start menu is displayed in a collapsible tree view. And again, when the user selects one of those programs off the list, that program is started. Another way that you can present the start menu to a user is, again, if we're looking here at a standard form, we don't have a start menu appearing, but if we use an accelerator key, for example F2 in this example, it brings up our start menu that we have defined, and the user can go ahead and launch another program. So the pop tree is again only accessible through an accelerator key. Now let's take a look at the definition of a start menu. A start menu is going to be an XML file typically, though you can write it programmatically. But the start menu gets a 4SM file if you are creating it in XML. And a standard start menu would look something like this. You have the start menu beginning tag, and at the very bottom, of course, you'd have a start menu ending tag. And then within those tags, you can have start menu groups, and then each start menu group has a set of start menu commands. And the start menu command element then has a set of attributes that include the text that you want to be showing to the user, as well as this important attribute, which is the command that you're actually sending to the runtime system. So what is it that you're launching on the back end? Well, here it would be FGL run hello, which is the name of the program, and then passing an argument, command 251. You'll note too that the start menu can be nested. So if you had a particular group and then you nested another group within that, as this one is, here we end a start menu group and it's nested within an overriding start menu, then you get that nesting that you saw in the example. Now there's some additional attributes that you can define for your start menu commands and your start menu groups. For example, you can disable a start menu group or command. So if you have particular users that don't have access to a set of programs, you might just disable, which will gray out those options to those users. You can hide a start menu group or start menu command. Here command 2, which is the name of our start menu command, is set to hidden, so it's not going to appear in the start menu at all by default. The comment is just supplying a comment that will appear in the comment section on the window. Image allows you to set an image for the particular start menu command. And then waiting just determines whether or not the program should wait before beginning or start straight away. So let's take a look at that example again. And look first at menu. There's our subgroupings. Choose one and it starts the program. Looking at the attributes, we can see the comment appearing down in the left, down here as I choose comment. You can see our image, and you can see that the number 2 command option is not appearing because it was hidden, so it is not built as part of this start menu. And again with the tree view, there's our nested section and the way that our attributes appear if I selecting those. And pop tree, again using an accelerator key to pop up the start menu. Now you might wonder where we defined the accelerator key to be used for the pop tree style. The start menu position style is actually set as a style in your style file. And let's take a look at that style file and we can see how that is set up. The style file for this program has a window style, and the start menu position is set to a different value for each of the individual examples that we brought up. So for the first window, the start menu position was menu, the next one was tree, and then the third one, pop tree, with the start menu shortcut defined as F2. Now in the code, you'll notice that when we opened each of the windows, depending on which one was chosen, we were applying a particular window style to that window that was opened. So there's our first style, SM1, SM2, and for the third window that was opened for the pop tree style, SM3. And the pop tree style then, as part of that style that was defined, has the shortcut defined as well. And of course, also important to note that we use a simple method call UI interface load start menu, to name and load the 4SM file that we defined in XML. So start menu 1 was the name of our start menu file, and at the beginning of our program, that's what we are loading into the user interface.